Worcester is a place famous for its sauce and its cathedral, and I think it should be famous for its CEX, which has an amazing selection of Game Boy Advance consoles, as well as PlayStation titles. Here we go into the CEX in Worcester. We've got some beautiful Game Boy Advances, consoles, games, but we're gonna start off with some flashback consoles. We've got the Genesis there in the back. We've got for $140, the Nintendo Classic Mini. That seems absurdly high. It must be cheaper elsewhere. I don't think I would pay $140 for that. We've also got a couple of Dreamcasts. You very rarely see a Dreamcast in a CEX, but here we've got two, and they're going for about $80. That also seems pretty high. That's again where you want to get like a Japanese console just because it's going to be significantly cheaper and the games are going to be cheaper as well. We've even got some controllers up here in the top. We've got, wow, a Super Nintendo controller, a Sega Saturn controller that's like, how much is that, $25? And then look at that. What is going on with that N64 controller? Looks like the stick's pretty good because when the stick's loose, does that thing droop? But what is going on with the label there? It's like someone like markered in that embossed Nintendo logo there. That's $30. Oh my God. And then the Super Nintendo controller is going for like $20. We've even got Sonic the Hedgehog, Micro Machines, Turbo Tournament. Ooh, GameCube controller? GameCube controller for like $45? That's a lot. You could buy a Japanese controller. It's gonna be exactly the same for like $20 on eBay. Here's a couple of PS1s. These I actually prefer the design of the PS1 versus the OG PS1, if you know what I'm talking about. The OG PS1 looks like a cross between a CD player and a VHS player. I love this compact form factor. And going here for like $60 for the one on the right. Oh, the left has the box with it. And the box is only an extra $14? Interesting. Very interesting. That would be worth it to me. If I was collecting for the PAL PlayStation, yep, I'd buy. For what essentially is like $70, yeah, I'd pick that up. And then, $100 for an N64 console. That again seems like way too much, but maybe it's because I'm used to Japan prices. That could very well be the case. And then here we've got, the model. This is the Model 2, which allegedly the Model 2 has worse sound than the Model 1 from what I've heard online. I do like the PAL version though that has the beautiful red buttons. I love the red and the black contrast. This is going for about $65. I hear the CEX overprices its Sega consoles. That's what people say in the comments. You're gonna have to tell me if this for the Model 2 is expensive or not. We skip the Switch, we go to the N64 games. We've got Lilat Wars, which you might know as Star Fox 64, for a cool like $8. That's pretty good. Quake 64 going for $10. Turok 2 going for like $5. Turok, I have not played Turok 2. I've played Turok 1. It's fine. And then why is a controller pack going for like $25? You can find these in the junk bin in hard off for like $1, and so therefore you can find it on eBay for like $5. I need to check the eBay price on this, but $25 seems really expensive, and the Japanese one, as far as I know, is exactly the same as the North American and the PAL version. The trick with these controller packs though is you've really got to test them, because the controller packs have flash memory. I don't know what it's supposed to be called, but their RAM is dependent upon a little watch battery that's inside. So you either have to replace the watch battery. However, I've also seen some crazy modders out there who you can unsolder the original RAM out of the controller pack, and you can put in some flash memory that does not need a save battery. I actually need to do that one of these days because I really don't want to have to change the battery on these things every 10 years. It'd be nice to just have one that will last forever. We then have the first of what looked like many Game Boy Advance consoles. This is what did they call it? It's not that 001, is it? It's just the regular Game Boy Advance. I have a see-through purple one. I love the purple on this though, the solid color here, even though I of course prefer translucent electronics that you can see through. But the screen doesn't look terribly scratched. Going for, let's see, I'm trying to, it's like $1.40 to a pound before I did some research before this video. So we'll call that like almost $100. $100 for the regular Game Boy Advance? That's expensive. We've got the big, this is the memory card 251. You can see it right there. It's the black GameCube memory cartridge. That's going for $30. We even have King of Fighters R2, which isn't this going to be a part of the Switch Game Boy, sorry, not Game Boy, the Neo Geo Pocket Classic Collection that's coming out for the Switch. It's like this, a couple of other fighting games, a golf game, as well as Metal Slug, the Metal Slug missions 1 and 2 that are very, very expensive in their physical form. This R2 is going for like $75. That's really, that shocks me at how expensive it is, although it does have the nice clamshell to it. We also have a Game Boy Advance SP here with like a rubber band around it, but no price. So maybe if I look down a little bit, we've actually got, whoa, 4? Holy crap, 4? Man, look at all these Game Boy Advances. Then we've got the ones here that are unboxed that are going for $60. I don't know why these are cheaper. Actually, let's go back a second. Why is... Oh, it's $100. That Game Boy Advance is $100 because it has the box. Well, yeah, of course. That's why I'm like, why is this thing going for $100? It's because it has the box. That's why. And then we move over to the SPs, which I don't think I'm able to see the price tag on it. But here we've got the $60. I love the Arctic White. I'm so glad that the Arctic White hasn't started to yellow. And I wonder if it ever will. Possibly because of its the different kind of plastic that it uses. And of course, we've got the Glacier, my Game Boy Advance of choice. That's the one I had, that I still have from when I was in sort of elementary and middle school. We've got Harvest Moon for $25. Mario Kart Super Circuit going for $15. And then, oh, if we peek there in the back, it's a bunch of AGS 001s. These are lit up screens. They're not, I guess, not technically backlit like the 101. So that's why these are only, I say with air quotes, going for about anywhere from $60 to $65, maybe even $70 in the case of the pink one. And we also have Sonic Advance going for $15. Well, technically $14 if you want to be very specific. Super Mario Advance, and then Tetris DX, which looks like, is that like a shuttle or is that a missile? I don't know why. Is that hardcore Tetris? We've got Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Is that what they call Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the UK? Why Hero Turtles? I don't get it. That's going for about $12. Got a bunch of 2DSs. And then Crystal. Oh man, Crystal only for $60. Whereas now I think it's like $100 plus. Pokemon Yellow going for $30. Remember when Pokemon games were cheap, folks? I bet, people probably thought these were expensive when they were looking at these towards the end of 2020. Now these are bargain prices on these games. Oh my God. Do you wish you could turn back the clock 6 months so you could pick these things up? We've got And Knuckles. They're going for about $16. A couple other Sonic games. That one, I don't know what that one is. I think it's Sonic Advance going for $16. Super Mario Kart going for like $25. Wow, that's pretty good. Although I think you can pick up a Japanese copy actually on eBay. I was looking it up for some reason the other day. Not that much cheaper. Wow, the official Wiimote is like $30? How can in the UK Wiimotes be so expensive but the consoles be so cheap? Like you're spending like £35, like $50 on a Wii, and the controller is half of that cost. Why are Wii controllers so expensive, considering that they printed tens of millions of them? Like, what's going on with the Wii? They're so expensive. Then got here an At Games Mega Drive Mini. Oh, I'm not familiar with that. It's going for like $90. I don't know what's on it. Here we've got the Indigo Wii. That's going for about 70, no, let's call it $80. Again, I wish you could find it for $80 these days. A couple of black Wii U's going for $180. Wii U in the UK, that seems really overpriced. That's when you gotta go with the Japanese. This is gonna be significantly cheaper. Like, look at that. You can buy a Wii for 30 pounds and the control, it's gonna cost you 50 pounds to get a Wii together. I don't know if this actually comes with the controllers or not, but 50 pounds and 20 of that is the controller. Like, are you serious? Are you serious, CEX? Here we've got the fat PlayStation, as I like to call it, because I'm just so in love with the PS1 design. Here it's going for like $40. It's pretty good. And I love how Resident Evil 3 is more expensive than the console, going for like $40. Well, like, you know, like, well, no, oh no, it's not more than expensive. Excuse me. It's like only like $4 cheaper, the game. Like, how, like, what is going on? Final Fantasy 7 and 9. Final Fantasy 7 is going for $30. Can't see the price tag on 9, but 9 I say is better than 7. It's my personal opinion. Hot take of the video. Got memory cards going for about $14. A controller. It's not DualShock though. What? That's not a DualShock controller. It doesn't have the arcade. It doesn't have the sticks on it. What are you talking about? Mislabeling the controllers. Rookie mistake. We've got PS4 controller. What is going on? It's $70 for a PS4 controller in this country? Oh my god. And then the PlayStation TV. Man, were people sleeping on this. I remember when you couldn't give these things away for like $20, and now they're going for like $120. Insane what's happened to the PlayStation TV. I mean, probably for me, it's the way to play PlayStation Vita games. But my god. And look at all those PSPs. PSPs, another one that I think is very popular. I don't know if future generations are going to appreciate the PSP. We then go to the outside showcase. We've got what they want to show to passersby who do window shopping. We've got, look at that copy of Pokemon Coliseum, or what is it called? Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD, $140. I swear, I mean, that actually is slightly expensive in Japan, but it's only like $50 as opposed to the $140 they want outside of Japan. We've got Shenmue going for $40, Afterburner 2, a bunch of Mega Drive games, including Sonic 2. I love how, I can't believe Sonic 2 is like $4. That's great. I mean, for $4, just pick it up if you don't have it already. If you're collecting for the UK Sega Saturn, or sorry, Mega Drive. I was supposed to say Sega Genesis. We've got Super Mario World going for $14, a couple of Pandemonium PlayStation 1 games, Pac-Man World, Rayman. Ooh, OG Mortal Kombat. I just watched to date this video, I just watched the Mortal Kombat video, the Mortal Kombat movie that was just put out, and I thought it was fine. It makes me want to play the original game. Yeah, man. So it's probably through that weird guerrilla marketing, they've succeeded in getting me to look for original Mortal Kombat. We've got Crash Bandicoot going for $40, featured in Uncharted 4 BTW, Bomberman, Tekken 3, oh, and of course Metal Gear going for about $22, and then Crash Team Racing. Bunch of PlayStations. How many? That makes 3 PlayStation consoles they've got here. I'm actually really impressed by the amount of retro games they have here, because you just don't see this in GameStop in the United States. And then they want $130 for the Super Nintendo Mini. My god, these mini consoles, why are the mini consoles so expensive? I just don't get it. I don't get it. We, of course, have the Mega Drive Flashback, which has also Mortal Kombat on it, coincidentally. We've got Game Boy Color going for about $50, Game Boy Advance. We've got an extra, if you wanted it, NES Classic Mini Controller, as well as a bunch of portable systems and an out-of-box SNES Classic that's going for a cool $110, as well as the Link Amiibo. Amiibos are a strange phenomenon to me, because some Amiibos have really kept their value and have even increased in price over MSRP. Like you're selling like NES Amiibos for like more than they were new. And so I guess they just stopped printing Amiibos and they became popular for some reason. I know the Link Amiibo has some functionality with certain games. Maybe that's the reason. I kept a few Amiibos that I like, but I don't use Amiibos at all for any of their functionality. So that has been the CEX in Worcester. This has been the best Game Boy Advance, at least portable console showcase that I've seen in probably all of the CEXs that I've looked at in the United Kingdom. I think this place puts every other place to shame. There may be some other locations that might have a better overall selection of retro games, but man, have I never seen this gamut of Game Boy Advance SPs, as well as the regular Game Boy Advance itself. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more Japanese game hunting videos that are exclusive to patrons, you can head over to patreon.com/jcontra. I also stream every Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/jcontra. I am Jay Contra. Thanks for watching, and mahalo. I want to give a special thanks to all of my patrons who make videos like this possible, as well as to super patron Zip Davis.